Hey guys, welcome to the first ever episode of Made Something. This week we're going to be focusing on CNC clamps and trying to improve on what I've already got. So I found these clamps, these are stepped clamps for holding down workpieces to the baseboard of Thingiverse. And the trouble is they're a little bit fiddly to try and get lined up correctly. You sort of need 3 sets of hands. And as we can see here, even with a good clamp down, it's not particularly stable. So I decided it was time to try and model something myself and try and improve on the design. I wanted something that I like the 2-part design and wanted to try and have something that could just sort of pivot on a good axis. So the idea was to try and create a cylindrical pivot with a flat bottom to it so that at least it could have something a bit more stable to balance upon and could work at multiple angles. I decided to try and round off the nib of the actual arm itself just to try and give it a good contact point at all angles as well. So put a rather large hole into the top of it. This is actually made larger in a further revision of it just to allow for some extra space for the screws to go through, and just fillet it up the edges quite nicely. The program I'm using here is called FreeCAD, and it's a really good parametric CAD design tool, which means basically you can go back through and reorganize things and resize things as necessary. As I saw here, I needed it. Actually, the size of the pivot was actually twice as big as it needed to be. I messed up on the dimensions, so I could easily go back and just fix it. So next up, it was time to 3D print the actual model itself. So I took my trusty printable metal to try and get this printed out. It took roughly an hour, so I've sped up the footage here just so you can see the whole process as it goes. So once that was all done, I decided just to do a quick side-by-side just to show how much easier it is to use these new ones versus the old ones. You can see it's done in pretty much half the time and a lot more stable. So just wanted to show a couple of quick examples just to show various different thickness and heights. And these clamps are absolutely amazing. They clamp it down. You're moving the X-Carve around, not the actual workpiece at all. So very, very happy with that. I will try and make these available on Thingiverse. There'll be a link in the description, and for future projects and any other current projects, make sure to check out madesomething.tv and make sure to subscribe and like the video. I appreciate that a lot, and I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks a lot. Bye.